Do tapping if you'd like when you're doing your practice at home. You can do the brushing. It's up to you. You don't always have to do that. You can also end your practice with it. That's the aspects of QiGong. Tai Chi is the movements adding the energy work in. So you can make it your own practice, doing those warm-up things just for the joints like we just did, and then doing your QiGong at the end. So there's no right or wrong. Remember, you can make this your own practice. All right, we're gonna step a little wider than hip distance. Toes are gonna go out to the sides. We're gonna aim our shins towards the toes just a little bit. Take your tailbone down. We're gonna bend our knees. We're gonna inhale, unbend. We're gonna let our hands face the sky as we come up. Turn them down, exhale. Up and down. We're building our chi, especially for the winter months. You notice that I came up to the lower dantian, or I'm working my way up into my middle dantian. Let's continue all the way to the upper dantian. All right, we're gonna come all the way up. We're gonna leave the left hand up there and push the right hand down. Pressing earth and sky away. Inhale, let them join each other. On this next one, the right is gonna stay up. Good. Let's do it one more time. All right, now we're gonna go out to the sides with those hands separated. As you breathe in and breathe out. Good. Big breath in, pause as you come out. Breathe out. Pause. Big breath in. All the way down into the navel and breathe out. The hands rest. Fantastic. Let yourself come to the center. We're going to go over a brief thing of the movements that we're going to pair together to start creating our form, Gathering of the Phoenix. So I originally broke this down into 3 different sections, but we've pieced it together throughout the last few weeks. So let's just go over a recap of the postures and some of the movements. Our horse stance is where we're slightly wider than hip distance. Knees can be bent and relaxed. Tailbone goes down like an anchor, so your pelvis is neutral. Crown lifting up. Raising earth and pushing mountain. So when your hands are relaxed, you lead with the wrists up to the heart or the middle dantian, and you let them flow down. So if you're in water or zero gravity. Pushing the mountain, palms turn away. Bring the strength of that mountain in and let it flow down. Try it again, raising the earth and pushing the mountain. Bring it in and down. We'll be doing this one periodically throughout. Earth and sky coming all the way up. Pushing the palms towards the sky, the feet and tailbone go towards the earth. Hands skim across, outside, and down. Let's try it again. Inhale all the way up. If taking the arms out doesn't feel right, you can also go in front, like we did with our warm-ups. You can mix and match this one. The chi is going to move very similarly, so there's no right or wrong. So you can do option 1. Or option 2. You'll see me interchange them. Use which one best suits you. We've been working on our balances. Crane and flight, where we gather the chi, we lift, and we allow that heel to open up. Remember, you don't have to take the foot up off the floor. Good, we've done twisting tree trunk. Breathing out as you push the palms, one in front, one in back, hips forward. Breathing into the center. Exhale the other way. In our form, we will concentrate on doing one side first. And then when we go to the other side, we'll reverse it. Let's go over that again. Last time I did the left, let's go to the right first. Crisscross in front. Exhale as you start to twist, knees and shins face forward. Inhale to the center. Exhale to the other side. Inhale, center. Exhale down. Leading with the wrists, we're going to crisscross in front and up. And exhale down. Good. Gather that chi. Let's come into crane. In flight. Good. Remember, you do not need to take the foot up off the floor if that doesn't work for you. Raise the earth. And rake the hands in front. Try that again. Raise the earth. And rake out in front. Raise the earth. And rake out in front. Good. Pause for a moment. Catch your breath. Some of the other movements that we've gone over are the C shape. That's where we move the chi from one hip forward to the other. We do different knee bends in different positions with our feet. So we're going to start with the left foot moving out. We're going to bring that chi up, take it to the right hip, look towards the left. You can make a bigger step or a small step. Push the chi towards that left knee. Unbend the left knee, keep the feet on the floor. So bring the chi to the hip. Repeat. This time, toes come up, heel stays on the floor. Right hand gets to slowly hook behind and pass it forward. Pull the blanket up. First time, bent knee, feet stay on the floor, tailbone down, and throw the blanket off. Bring the blanket up, unbend the knee, toes up. Tailbone towards your front heel, throw the blanket off. Breaking, soft hands as we turn the whole body to the other side. Remember, you can choose to pivot the feet or not. You can use heels, you can do your own combo. Be gentle with the knees and return to center. Raise and lower the earth. To the other side. Good. It's okay if you didn't get all of that just now. We're just going over the refresher of what we'll be doing. Good. Let your hands relax. Let your body relax. The other parts that we've gone over are the C shape. Taking one foot out in front, I'm going to start with my left, and then over to the diagonal, and then all the way around, and back. Other leg. You can draw your box. You can keep your foot up off the floor. Now let's see what we're going to do with those feet. Lift up. Exhale and kick out, leading with the heel. Bring it back. Kick behind. Over and down. Other side. When your leg comes behind, it's a toe, ball of the foot, then maybe a heel. More weight on the back than on the front, then you bend your knees, propel with your back part of the foot, the ball of the foot, to bring you back over your front leg. Bend your knees so you don't twist in the knee, and return to your horse stance. Don't worry, we'll go over those again. So that was the C shape and where we're going to be going with the foot position. Now let's add the arms. I know this part gets a little tricky, that's why we spent almost a whole class a couple weeks ago on it. All right, so we're gonna start with the left. Diagonal hand follows that knee. They're going to come to the center and do the same thing. Other side. Remember, diagonal hand to knee. You can start with just doing the hand that goes down or the hand that goes up. Let's try that one again. Let's go slower. Let's just try the hand that's going to go down. Diagonal hand. Other side. Now let's do just the top hand. going to be the same hand for the leg that's moving. Other side. Full diagonal body stretch. Now let's add the hands in together. Tailbone towards the center. Other side. Tailbone towards the heel that's in the air. And then tailbone to the center. Good. The other part that we're going to be using is parting clouds. Cross your hands, watch your palms. Start to let one push the pinky side of the arm away. Then the other hand is following, scooping underneath, and then we start to watch that one. And the first hand follows along underneath. And let yourself lean. And yourself almost go into a meditative state. All right, and to finish parting clouds, let one hand come to the center, palm out, then the other. Center, close the legs, and hands press down. Pause. Good. We've essentially done the whole form. Don't worry, we're going to go over it again. I just wanted to recap some of the movements with you. All right, so let's start at the very beginning. Whatever horse stance feels comfortable to you. Toes can be out or they can be parallel. Let your knees be bent and your tailbone going down. Feel the sturdiness of your feet. Lift the toes up and then press them down. This is your centering. This is your neutral that you're going to come into time and time again throughout the form. So find where when you come into this, you're like, ah, yes, this is home. Where you feel your full center channel opening from the crown all the way down to the soles of the feet. Eyes are relaxed. Throat is open. All of the QiGong that we've done in the few weeks together, go through some of that now. And when you're ready, starting to bend the knees, pushing the shins forward towards the toes, lifting the earth up to the low, then the middle dantian, and let it flow down. Push the mountain. Bring it in. down. Repeating. One more time. Pushing earth and sky. Earth is going to be pushed with the heels and the soles of the feet as the palms press the sky away. Inhale down either in front or to the sides. Twisting tree trunk. We're going to go to the left first. Soft wrists, breathe in. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, other side. Hands down. Soft wrists, lead up. Float out and down. Raise the earth and down. Grab that chi, crane and flight. Breathing in. Left leg first this time. Exhale out. And down. And horse stance. Raise and lower the earth. Grab the chi, bring it to your right hip. Step to the left, breathe out. Toes come up. Right hand comes back. Blanket. Rake. Center. Horse stance. Raise the earth up. Push the mountain and slightly skim the fingertip tips in front. Again. Raise the earth and down. Twisting tree trunk. This time we lead to the right. Center. Left. Center. And hands down. Soft wrists up and out. Crane and flight, right leg. Raising the earth up and lower. Gathering the chi. Bring it to the left hip and stepping to the right. All right, this time the toes are going to come up. Left hand hooks and breathe out forward. Raise the blanket up over the head, tailbone goes forward and push it off. Unbend, toes curl and exhale, throw it off. Breaking. Center and down. Lifting up, C shape, left side first. Exhale to the right. Inhale, center. And exhale to the right. Inhale, center. And down. Raise the earth. And lower. Gathering the chi. Other side. Center and down. Raise the earth up and lower down. The hands crisscross in front. And exhale, beginning to part clouds. And then slowly, letting one hand begin to come to the middle, palm up, and then the other. Bring yourself to center, and hands press down. Let yourself stand here and breathe, checking in with the body. The breath, the heart rate, that center channel all the way down. Let your chi come through your hands, through the soles of the feet. Let it expand through your body. Good. You may need a drink of water now. You may need to rest a little bit more. What I'm going to do now is actually open it up for questions, since we went over it entirely for the first time, and we haven't done that before. So I want to be able to take your questions and spend more time on the questions today so that I can help you out more. So next week we can work on the full form over and over. All right, so we can learn how it flows together more than once. All right, so I'm gonna grab a drink of water. If you need a drink of water, maybe you need to do some stretches, go ahead and do that. And then if you have a question, go ahead and unmute so that I can hear you and go ahead and answer those questions. All right, does anyone have any questions? You can unmute yourself. That would be easier than me trying to read and you trying to type while we're trying to do it. If you unmute yourself and ask, that would be great. So what are your questions about any of the movements? Because we can go over them together as a group now. We've got a good 15 minutes, so let me have your questions. There are no stupid questions. You don't have to know all of it now. Yes, hey, what's your question? Yes.
You know that one where you're doing the opposite hand and I still don't get it. When you go around backwards, by that time I'm completely out of it. So I don't know if this would work or not, but could you face the curtain so that I can do the same thing you're doing?
Yep.
All right, now wait a minute. I got to put you back down again. Wait a minute.
All right.
Okay,
all right.
All right, you're there.
All right, everybody. And when we do these forms, next week when we're going to be doing it, I will be turning in multiple directions so we can learn how to do it from multiple directions. But this is a great learning tool. All right, here we go. When we start with the C shape, we've come in together a little bit. We're gathering the chi. We're going to lift the left leg. And then we take the left leg over to the right. Heel comes down, right hand follows. Left hand goes up. Inhale, center, and take that left leg back. Right hand follows, left hand up. Bend the knees and center, feet down. Other side, right leg comes up. Right leg goes diagonal to the left. Left hand's gonna push that leg down. Right hand's gonna lift. Other side. Hands don't go diagonal, they're just gonna do the exact same thing. Let's do it again. Left side comes up. Now you don't have to go as deep as I'm going. Let's say picking up the leg doesn't work for you. So you don't have to take the foot too far back. All right, let's do it one more time. Left leg goes across the right and heel down. Right arm's gonna go down, left arm's gonna go up. Center. Left leg behind, heel down, right hand down, left hand up. Return to center. Think of your arms like an airplane. Banking. Center. Banking. Center. Did that help everybody, or did it make it more confusing?
Oh, that really helped.
I don't get it all, but it helps.
It helped a lot. That was great.
Yeah, I get it, but my body doesn't.
That's all right. It takes practice. It takes practice to do. Trust me, there are times I'm teaching it and my body doesn't want to do it. So there are times, and I've been doing this one for, what, almost 12 years. And there are times that my body's like, what? I don't think it's going to do this today. So it's all right. That's just working with your body and with your chi. So does anyone else have any other questions about any of the movements? Any of the movements, or you want me to go over, I think I need to recover, to go over any of the positions. There are no stupid questions. Go ahead and let me know. Any other questions of any of the movements?
When you do that on YouTube, you don't turn around, do you? Like you don't face the curtain.
I haven't yet. This one is being recorded, so we will be we will be showing me facing the curtain. But next week we will be going over the whole form and just repeating and repeating and repeating. And so, for example, I'll do the first one facing forward, then I'll turn, 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 and repeat, and repeat, and repeat. So I'll get dizzy at the end. Maybe I'll go the other way. No, I won't get dizzy. But we'll do the whole form, me facing forward. Then I'll turn, do the whole form, me facing this way. I'll turn. Maybe if I can keep it in I usually do a circle for my own sanity, but maybe next week I can actually remember to go forward, back, side, side. Well, let's see if my brain can stay with that next week. I've got a whole 7 days till then, so we'll see. Maybe I'll put a Post-it note here so that I remember next week to do forward, back, side, side.
That is exactly what I needed, and I'm so looking forward to next week. Thank you.
Good, you're welcome. Does, okay, here, what's this? Sometimes I do my left arm while you are doing your right arm. Easier for me to follow on iPad on the Paula, I'm not sure what the rest of your sentence was, but yeah, so as we were doing from behind, it's always the diagonal. Diagonal. Do you recommend any exercises to improve balancing on each leg? Yes. So I know somewhere in the YouTubes that we have, I'm trying to remember if it's one that we have put out or not, there's one that the title and the description talk about balance. And what we're going over is the C shape and the lifting of the leg and putting it down. If you've done any yoga, think of it as you're standing in Tadasana, you're collecting everything. You're using your core, which a lot of people assume the core is only the abdomen. Your core is actually from the insides of the big toes all the way up to about the middle of your forehead. Those are all the muscles that are engaged. Some people say the nose, but there have been findings that we actually use these muscles along the skull as well. So it's bringing everything to center. So pretend you're a big tree. The very core of that tree is the strongest. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna bring everything in. You bend the knee and you take the ball of the foot to the floor. Tailbone goes down, bend your base knee. It's gotta be supple. And you're using the bottom and the top. So you're using hamstrings and quads to know what that's like. Press a hand in as you start to lift so that you engage. Press your inner thigh into a hand so you engage. Press your hand into the outer so you engage. So you're using full sides of your foot. Or sorry, that's your leg. Foot is relaxed. And if you want, you can keep the foot on the floor. You don't have to lift it all the way up. And that's gonna get, maybe you come to the toe, then the ball of the foot. Toe maybe a little higher and come back down. that's gonna help. Learning how to move with your core from the toes all the way up engaged, and then maybe take a step forward and roll back. Step forward, roll back. You can step back. Having your center of gravity. In my other classes that I do more privately or in groups where we go over all this, we break it down. We break down the QiGong, we break down the Tai Chi. If you've taken classes with me in the past at other facilities, you know that I've done the crazy Tai Chi walk. We bend the knees and we go heel, toe, heel, toe, heel, toe, heel, toe, and then we back it up, heel, toe, heel, toe, heel, toe, heel, toe. And what we're doing is we're developing our balance. It looks weird, it feels weird, but then as you start to walk on your own with that education in your body, you're gonna automatically start to walk without any problem, fluid. You don't even have to have a book on your head like when you used to do finishing school. It's not that, it's that kind of idea, and it's having that center of gravity. We don't have corsets to help us keep our center of gravity. We have to use our muscles, all right? So anything to let everything work together through your center. Doesn't mean that you have to be a strong muscle, and then release. It's engaging. The posture happens naturally. So try the up and down, walking forward, the C shape, even lifting and taking the leg out into a small tree. Those are all ways to help with your center balancing. All right. Does anyone else have, oh, for hip openings. Hip openers. So there's, well, you're in luck, I'm also a yoga instructor. So here we go. Hip openers before your Tai Chi practice. Anything with a forward fold, you can use a wall, you can use a chair. You can come down using the floor, you can bend your knees. So right now we're getting the back. So then depending on if you can keep your head above your heart or if you need to, if you can come down, depending on your health, you can use a chair, you can use a wall, but coming down and opening up your hamstrings and your inner thighs, toes are pointed out. That's a great one. You can tick your hips side to side. Then come up, toes in. This time we don't bend our knees. And we come down. You slide side to side. Again, don't bend your knees because we have toes in. It's not really that safe for the ligaments. You're gonna feel this on the outsides of the legs. Toes come parallel to each other, then you can bend your knees and come up. The movements that we're doing when we're moving the chi is very similar to a warrior 2 and warrior 1 positions. Those are going to help with hip openers too. You can pause there, unbending the knees and shifting your weight side to side. And pivot the feet the other way. Anything that's going to be like a butterfly where you're seated on a chair, on the floor, feet together, diamond shape with your legs, those are going to be hip openers. Whenever you do a hip opener, do a counter where the toes and the knees come in. We'll go over that tomorrow in chair yoga. So a lot of what we do in chair yoga is also things that you can use to warm up for your Tai Chi and or after your Tai Chi practice. All right.
Hi, this one will be on go so we can go see it because my arms are all over the place when you do. So if I can view it more and more, then I get some idea. But
right.
Yeah, that's a bear.
Yeah.
But if I can observe it, because you show it really well. It's one of the things I really like about your class. Then I get more of an idea of where the arms go when you make the crescent moves with the feet.
Yeah, we'll be getting these up, and maybe I'll even just have just that section as its own thing, so everyone just watch that part, because I know this is one of the most confusing parts. That and this one is the most confusing of when to bend the knee, when not to bend the knee. So those are always the most confusing. That's why we take weeks to learn them, and then we put them together because it can be a little hard to get
I
it all
noticed you
together.
doubled the sheet move. You doubled it. Is that in the movement where you throw one and your foot's down and you come back a second time and you bring your foot up? Is that, you do that twice in the movement?
Yes. So I'm going to do all 4 right now. I'm going to go to the left first. We step and we move the chi to the bent knee, and then we unbend, foot stays on the floor. All right. Second one, we bump it up. Toes come up, hands come up. Then we do the blanket or the sheet. Knee is bent the first time, tailbone goes forward, throw the sheet off. Now we unbend the knee and toes up. Then we then we rake. And center. That help?
Yes, thank you. Great job.
Good, thank you.
Haley, this is. Can you do the Tai Chi walk just real quick?
Yes, all right. So you just kind of stand a little wider than usual, have your knees bent, try to have your toes facing forward, tailbone down, lean to one foot. I'm gonna lean to the right and step with my left. I was in marching band, so we always did left foot first. And roll down. It's not necessarily heel toe, you're just kind of coming down, almost arch to ball. Propel at the back. And then to repeat, but going backwards, ball of the foot, heel. Ball of the foot, heel. Ball of the foot, heel. One of the things that's going to help you is to actually observe what your normal walking is. So like right now, just take a step forward. How do you place your foot? How do you place your knee? Does your head seem like it moves? Does the earth go up and down when you move? Do you do this? Some people sway, like they're skating. Some people, for whatever reason, maybe it's a health condition, maybe it's whatever, but their feet are like lead. So they're very, very earthbound. In the Ayurvedic and yoga, that would be a very fiery person. A lot of Pitta, because they're like striking. Earthy people are really soft and light. Airy people are soft and light. Earth people, you might get a mix, but try to see how your normal walk is and then see if you can flow with it. Bend your knees a little bit, let things roll. Try to keep your gaze going so that nothing wavers, the horizon is even. So if you really want to, now my roommate, bless her heart, has actually witnessed me out. We'll go on dog walks together every once in a while, and I'll be practicing this while we're walking the dogs. Okay, the poor thing has to walk with me. So I'm like doing my Tai Chi walk. She's like, will you walk normal? I'm like, no, I gotta practice. I'm like, walking the dogs. And the dogs are even looking back like, oh great, I'm with the weird human today. And then I'll be like, oh, I gotta walk backwards. Walking the dogs. And she's like, are you insane? Yes. But you're my best friend, so you got to put up with it. So.
No, that was very helpful. Thank you. But I wonder what the dog thought of your walking.
The dogs don't, as long as they've got things to sniff, they don't have a problem. I don't do it in the winter. I tend to do it in the summer. And then, oh, hi, Ted. You're going to come say hi? Oh, come here. Ted is usually very camera shy, but he's come out today several times. So, oh, Lamont's jealous. Come here. So these are my friends' dogs. So they like to join with our Tai Chi and our chair yoga classes. Oh, you're so high. So this is Lamont and Ted. Yeah. You're welcome. Oh, there you go. Oh, they're excited now. They got camera time. All right.
Thank you. That was very helpful.
You're welcome, you're welcome. It doesn't look like anyone else chatted anything. Does anyone else have any other questions about any of the movements? Anything that we did today or in another day that maybe how I explained it today wasn't as accurate as another one for you? What worked, what didn't work? Does anyone have any other questions? Hey, puppies. All right, it doesn't seem like anyone has any other questions. So let's go ahead and do our closing. If you want to do a meditation for yourself at the end of any of your Tai Chi or Qigong practices, go ahead. You can focus on your breathing. You can do parting clouds if it helps you to come back into a meditative state. You can do the small universe. You can do any of the channel or orbit breathings. Any of those can be meditations. So to fully close, you're going to bring your feet together or whatever is a comfortable stance. Let your hands come out to the side, palms face down. We breathe out, closing our practice for this moment. Breathing in and out, letting the chi vibrate through the body. You can stay here as long as whatever feels comfortable for you. And then bringing the left hand soft yet unfurrowed, meeting a soft right hand. And as we bow in, we're honoring everyone that's ever studied or taught this in the past, who is doing it now, and who is yet to come. Thank you for joining me, Haley Hinson, for Qigong and Tai Chi today. Thank you to the Aspen and Cook Libraries for providing these classes. As you can see, you are helping so many people find balance and a better way for their health and their well-being. Remember that you can always contact me privately if you'd like at sacredlotusheart.com, and there you can also find out about the other things that I teach and the other classes. For free, you have your YouTube channel where you can go there and watch some of these recorded videos of the Tai Chi, Qigong, energy work, as well as chair yoga and other things. There's even some funny things in there. All right, everybody. Well, have a lovely day. Thank you again.